Bam! What up? 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 Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I am your host, A.D. Walker. I appreciate you guys for being here another day. Why is my connection acting up? I'm gonna figure that out one day. One day. One day. What up, Richard? What up? What up? Jump in Coffee Friday. Got my coffee. Hey, what's up, Miss Yvonne? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so it's Freestyle Friday. Appreciate you guys for being here and rocking with us as always. One day actually, I know what to do. I know what I need to do. And we're just gonna do it. But appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Let everybody know that the brothers are in the building. Let them know that we are in the building. What's going on today? I appreciate you for rocking with us. Make sure you sharing. Welcome. Make sure you're part of our Jammy. Join our text community. Text LWN to 576. Text LWN to 84576. Never miss a broadcast. Never miss an episode of what's going down with the brothers. Let's see. So I just need to, let's see, do this real quick. Let's see. All right. Copy. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. All right. So I pray all is well with everybody. I pray everything's going well. All is good in the hood. We've had a wonderful week. Wonderful week. We talked about several things. All right. We talked about several things. Sorry, something right here. We talked about several things this week. Along with everything else. Let's see. Okay. That's dope. All right. So yeah, we talked about listening. We talked about rebuilding our community. We talked about, kind of two aspects of rebuilding, the money aspect, we talked about, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because we had a 4-day week, not 5, because I took off Monday. All right. So listen, without further ado, what we're going to do, I feel like I'm freezing. It's going to be a wonderful Friday. I'm going to kick this off. I see Pastor's hanging in the ring. Hey, Mama McCoy, great morning to you. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So as always, begin to share. Tag somebody. Let everybody know that the brothers are in the building. Depending on our participation today, we may play a game, Mama Car. I know it's been a minute. But it's not as much fun if there's not enough folk playing. That's the bottom line. 2 or 3 of us, depending on the level of junk being talked, and it might get more interesting. But on this Freestyle Friday, we're gonna go ahead and kick it off. Hang tight, hold tight. Make sure you share. Share our text community. If you're part of the text community already, share this link. Somebody. 84 LW into 84576. All right, let's go. Let's go. I want to welcome you to the Brothers of Legacy broadcast, where we are changing our community one conversation at a time, every day.
We are creating a new legacy.
Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come.
A co-op has to start with ownership. We have a mindset of either I want to make a lot of money or survive. Make a bunch of money or I got to figure out how to survive.
When you have a real bond, when everyone has, we come in with real expectations. Because this is covenant.
The whole thing is that we as a people, with our money and time, aren't often making this general possible, often vested in the business.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
Look at this black.
Yo.
What's up, everybody? Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Happy Friday.
Yes, sir. Happy Friday it is.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, what's going on? What's going down this week? Pastor, what's going down this week, Pastor? I'm just tossing off. I ain't even gonna play with nobody else. I'm gonna just go and toss it right to you. What's going on this week, my brother? What's happening? What is transpiring? What's going down?
I'm gonna count down.
Oh yeah, yes indeed.
Yeah, I got lots of dynamics in my house, man. Mama McCrory, Lord willing, will be in my house next week.
Woo!
What's going on, Richard?
So we're gonna count down for graduation. My last child is graduating high school.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah,
Indeed.
yeah,
That's awesome.
I got
Awesome.
got a college transfer happening, entrance into college happening. So that's technically 3 moves. I got to move one child out of one place into another place, and then move her into another place, and then I got to move another child away from home into her new place.
Gotcha.
So pray for me.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You will be a master at moving children in and out of college when it's all over.
He's gonna open up a new service. There you go.
Yeah.
You need your child moved?
Yeah,
make
logistic
it
service. Yeah, logistics. That's what it is. Yeah.
College relocation. That's what we do.
Right. Oh man. So it says, congratulations, Pastor. So I got a question, Pastor. I got a question because you're not new at this. What is, and you may parlay and say, you know what, I can answer that off camera. I can't tell you all of that on camera. So I'm just gonna give you the out. What is one of your concerns or thought process or comes to mind when you're transitioning your children out of your house, like from away from your covering out into the world? What's like some of your first thoughts or concerns? I know there's like the obvious ones, but like personally, like what do you, when you're making the transition? And granted, this is your second Well, no, that's not. That's a lie. This. Hey, speaking of which, good morning. Good morning.
Hey.
That's the one.
What is what is your thought process in when they're transitioning out of the covering or the home and out of the school system? 'Cause when it comes to school, you know where they're at, you know where they're going, you know when they're coming home. It's like, you know where you at, know where you're going, when you're coming home. But transitioning into a space where you don't know more of their schedule. I'll say it that way. Like, what are some of your thought process, or what do you think about when it comes to that, or concerns, or
with young people scheduling? I mean, not knowing their
or
schedule?
just the transition. What's your process of thinking? Or like
with
what's
them
one of your first
transitioning
concerns?
out from under my direct cover.
Yeah.
I have mixed emotions.
Okay. Hey, good morning,
Because as much as Brienne will be 20 years old, and for 20 years,
right,
I have watched her get in the bed.
Right. Right. All right.
Right. Rachel will be 18 in July, and for 18 years, I have watched her get in bed, get out of bed, and not having them, like this has been an interesting season, not having Brienne under the same roof consistently, her going to her own home,
right,
and sleeping because she's in college and all of that. I mean, it's there are a lot of emotions that come with it, I think, because you can't see them.
Okay.
Right. I track them. I am a stalker through the the Life 360 app on my phone.
This episode is brought to you by Life 360.
Yeah. So I always know where everybody is, but
I'm not pro, brother. I'm listening. I'm paying close attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is strange, man. It is strange. I guess it's because every child is different, and it's hard to really explain it, because there's personal stuff that you can't really share that drive the emotional stuff, right? These are my babies. They're out, and they're dating, and it's
right.
Yeah. So as a father, I'm all over the place.
I got you.
You want to protect him, but you want to trust what you put in him also.
Right.
Right. And I think that's the hard part for me, because I'm chauvinistic by nature.
Right.
I'm a protector by nature, and some of my protective or protection traits can be misunderstood as possessive.
Right. Indeed. Indeed.
So trying to balance all that is a lot.
Gotcha.
Make sure that they know that you love them, but that they don't feel like you're not allowing them to kind of fly.
Right. Right.
That's it's a delicate balance,
right.
Because sometimes they're not recognizing your input as love. They're seeing it as control.
Gotcha.
Okay. And so you gotta, you have to. It's a slippery slope,
right?
When it comes to stuff like that, so you have to, it requires a lot of faith, believe in what you put in the children, and I do believe that. I believe that we've raised our children properly. We're not perfect, but it's a dangerous world out there.
Yeah.
So there's two sides. I expect you to perform in the manner in which you've been trained, but I also don't want to get that call when something has gone wrong. Right. So it's a lot of that. And so for me, it's, I've gotten to the place now to where I'm more celebratory than I am anxious.
I got you.
Right?
I got you. Kind of enjoying the moment in a sense.
Say it again.
Trying to enjoy the moment more than thinking about the concern part. Like, I don't want to think about, I just enjoy this. I got you.
Yeah, I want to enjoy it. I don't want to think about the crazy stuff. I want to just embrace, enjoy, and celebrate my baby. And I had good practice because I'm only 1 year removed from doing it with Brienne last year.
Right.
So
right.
I can take advantage of some of the numbness from last year.
Right. right.
Yeah.
It's like one of the moments that you actually get, okay, let's do this again. This time, we're not going to think about this part. We're going to focus on this.
So I've been practicing. Like Rachel, there was a time, Rachel would say, "Hey, Dad, I need to ride up to." I need to. You mean may I?
Right.
So I've gone from that to her saying, "Hey, Dad, I need to go up to such and such." I'm like, "Okay, well, drive safe." I don't ask why you got to go up there or how long you're gonna be gone.
Right.
It's little changes, little shiftings like that. Like, okay, baby,
give them the freedom.
Yeah.
Right,
Hey, can such and such come over?
Right.
What did mama say?
right.
Who are the people? Who is this? Why do they need to come over here? What are you doing? What are they coming over for? How long are they going to be over here?
Right.
Okay, baby. Did you make sure you take the dog out?
Right.
It's releasing yourself from the
Did
checking.
you take the dog out?
So.
Oh yeah, I get it. It's just more or less in your mind, like just make good choices.
Yeah.
Make good choices.
Yeah, because some of the ones you made up in here, Lord have mercy. Don't do out there what you did up in here.
Tim says, talk about the Grambling State volleyball coach who got the whole team, 19 female players of color, in danger of losing their scholarships.
Yeah, she said she wanted a do-over. She said she wanted to purge and she want hungry people in there.
Oh wow!
She don't want people taking stuff for granted. I mean, it's a bold move.
Right.
Bold move because you're messing with people's money.
Right.
Right. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about it, but I don't know what she saw coming in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got you. So she's apparently, I guess, to what you've known, is she's the new coach. So she came in and she only had 3 practices. Wow.
Yeah, she came in and just canceled Christmas on everybody.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then cut everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she basically is giving everybody an opportunity to come try out.
Right. I was about to say, I guess just started again, and we're not gonna make any assumptions. Everybody get just over. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess because like I get it. I guess if he was on there and everyone just taking things for granted, you trying to get organized, and it's just like these are my numbers. He said that.
Yeah.
Ooh, you think so? That's a good question, Sam. She said that never would have been allowed for football. You think that could happen with football, or do you think it would have been allowed? Grambling State,
no, it wouldn't have been allowed in football.
Gotcha.
No way.
Wow. Let's see.
I don't think it would have been allowed in no man's sport.
Wow.
Yeah, because they carry the brunt of finance for the organization.
I was thinking that too. I mean, and that'll make it right, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you had a dominant college where women are the dominant force in college for that specific college. Like if you go to Connecticut, women are the dominant force at that college and bringing in revenue.
Right.
Yeah.
If you go to
the UConn women's basketball team.
Yeah. If you go to South Carolina, it's kind of the same thing. Even though South Carolina football team is in the SEC,
right?
They basketball team is perennial in the Final Four on TV, and they just won that. They won a couple of national championships.
Right.
Yeah, so it just depends on how good your school is
Right.
for women.
So
that's what.
Yeah. So I see. I kind of seen what Sam was going. She acts as though she is the new VP at a company and bringing in her own team. Right. Right. Is
Yeah.
that
Well,
why it's acceptable to do that to the females?
She got signed off on
Right.
the
I was about to say
athletic.
she has to. They have to
The
sign off.
athletic
Someone has to be.
director,
Have to be good with that.
The athletic director definitely gave her the okay for that. She just didn't, you know what I'm saying, cut like what we supposed to do if we don't have any players. And she like, hey, I got some. They just need to be here now. Cut these folks.
Right.
So now she might be recruiting a whole team from where she came from. I didn't even hear about the story. So I'm just going about what y'all saying.
Right. I got you saying. But you're right. I would assume, right, the athletic director would have to co-sign on that. I'm sure the athletic director is one that is in the hiring.
Yeah, I mean they basically said it's her call.
Right. Yeah, right. They gave it to her. Wow. So I don't know if it's so Sam, I think I see where you're going or saying. I don't know if it's so much a female thing or is it, a money thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the bigger programs, could a coach come in and do that? But maybe, if a Coach K switched to another college, it was like, I don't like these guys. You know what I'm saying? And even if though they were killing the game, he's like, yeah, this ain't the team, because of his track record, because of who he is, So let's see. Sam says, according to the statement from the school, wow, they had no idea she was going to do that. Interesting. We're gonna dig into that because it's. I know it seems like Pastor knows about it. I don't know if you're looking at it now, but
What's funny is I just got an invite from a family member that is asking to be joined to their Life 360 circle. Like, I don't need you tracking me, man.
Wait, a family member asked to be a part of your circle?
A family member just invited me to join a circle on Life 360, the Life 360 app. Like, I want somebody who's related to me living in another state. What's that?
Is that Mama McCory? She want to know where you at?
No. Actually, it's one of my brothers.
Oh, wow.
I'm just like, you ain't gonna be stalking me. You watching my moves, man. What you? He got my cousins on here. I'm like, what?
Oh, wow.
No.
Just in case you might go missing. They want to be able to find you. Oh,
got my cousins
on
there.
Like, I need to get that for my kids.
Right.
Oh man, you missing out, bro.
I guess I am.
Yeah.
And none of them got it on their phone.
I tell them, listen, it's not that I want to stalk you, but if something happens and I have to get there, I want to know where you've been. I want to know exactly where you are.
Right.
That's an Apple app, or that's just an app in any phone?
An app, Life 360.
Okay, I will definitely check that out.
Yeah.
So Sam, we'll dig into that more. I'm sure more will develop as over time. We'll get more information. So yeah, I don't know how she was allowed to do that. May not know. I mean, like you said, where is it at? Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna download it.
Yeah.
I see. It's too small for me to read, but I see. You got a map. You got a map of where they at.
It's got a map. Yeah, because I have their profile picture, so I see their picture where they're located, and I can zoom in all the way down to the street location. Yeah, of where they are. And if you're driving, I know where you're driving. While you're driving, I know if you're speeding.
Oh, really?
I get notifications on hard braking, speeding.
Wow.
I gotta do that.
Yeah. Especially when they're driving cars that you pay for.
Oh yeah, that too. Well, that I agree.
Because I don't have my oldest boy on my insurance right now, but He don't drive that well.
Deborah said, "Wow," she said, "Too much, too much."
Not these days.
You're right.
I got look. My girls are tiny. They barely 5 feet tall. You know.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I got one that's trying to go to work. She came home with her work permit yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. Working time. So yeah, Sam. So we're gonna dig into that more because I don't know much about the story.
My first time hearing about it.
Right. So we'll dig into that. I'm sure it's going to develop, and we'll find out more information and see the reason why. And
what I did
just do it.
Go ahead, brother.
You said,
my bad.
You said, what were you about to say?
No, I interrupted you, brother. Go ahead.
So yeah, we'll dig into that. Let's see. What else is happening in the news? What's going on? What have you guys seen that has caught your attention?
I just saw something flash across my screen that looked real crazy. It's a man in Kennesaw raped a little girl at Chastain Park yesterday.
Wow.
He got caught though. He locked up now though.
Wow.
But I'm like, you don't really hear us a whole lot in Kennesaw though. You know, like folks, vagrants at park, but I guess you can have it anyway. Opportunity for crazy folks is just opportunity.
Right. Yeah. Indeed. Let's see. You know what else? I was just looking at that, Keita.
Yeah.
Formula shortage for babies. Let's see that pop up. Yeah, formula shortage for babies. I'm not sure what that's about totally.
I talked to my
exactly. That's why
my aunt. She in Texas. She said they got a food shortage down there. Food formula. She said she went over there. She like they ain't had no bread on the shelves. It was crazy. I was like, no bread. Y'all ain't got no bakery down. No bread. And it's just in Houston now. I don't know. It might just be that.
I mean, that's still big though.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, but that was she was. But you gotta know my aunt. She kind of exaggerate, but she, you know, it's still some truth to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, she might have went and they ain't put bread on the shelves from the other day. You know, but that's what she said though. She said they got a food shortage. She was wondering what we was doing. Like, what y'all got food? I'm like, nah, we good so far.
Right. So it's okay. So apparently, I was just skimming. You know, I guess there's a formula shortage. Trying to dig into why, and it seems like the Republicans are asking Biden for answers, and that's interesting. So we're gonna find out.
What this man got to do with it?
Obviously, Republicans say he has a lot to do. Fox News report, so he has a lot to do with it. So I think that, and I don't know. Like I've been hearing, of course, we know about the ports that have been jammed up. Not sure the status of that. I've talked to different truck drivers. You know, they're saying some of the ports are opening back up. They're not as jammed as they were, and you know things are getting filled up, right? And they are raising the prices. Only 2 per household. Interesting. So I mean, I've been hearing, you know, people been talking about food shortages coming. You know, I guess because of the lack of production or the lack of distribution. I don't know. It's so weird because, like here in Georgia, this is becoming like the warehouse state. There are like tons of warehouses being built, Amazon warehouses, third-party warehouses that work with Amazon warehouses. You know, and it's like storage and trucks everywhere. Like you know, like I drive around the state a lot and I see, you know, spaces that I've seen, you know, like a year ago now have several different warehouses on a strip, you know, just like fresh. Some are like so fresh they don't even filled yet. Like they're just like fresh warehouses like popping up everywhere. So I you know, those that are at certain advantages can see things coming down the pike. So obviously, either we're ramping up in our consumerism, we're ramping up in what we're spending and buying. So they're trying to meet the need of these shortages. So we'll I guess have to wait and see. Have to learn how to grow my right. Have to learn to grow my own food. I know.
Yeah.
I should have hung out with my dad a little more because he had a little garden. He was cucumbers and tomatoes and those things. And actually, on my block at another neighbor, they used to grow stuff too. So yeah, it was an interesting time.
I just saw my hydroponic setup, man. When I was in all that stuff I had in storage.
Yeah,
I had a nice little hydroponic setup, everything, but I got rid of all of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So let's see. Pastor, what's going on in sports news? Go on. Let's go and share anything of huge relevance that we could break down to the regular folk like myself. Anything that we should be watching for.
The Philadelphia 76ers have been booted yet again.
Yeah.
Miami beat them last night, so Miami's going to the Eastern Conference Finals. 76ers are done, and everybody's trying to figure out what's going to happen with James Harden, because here we are yet again. He has failed to perform in the clutch. In the playoffs. So it's not looking real pretty. They traded they traded away what's that kid? Ben Simmons for James Harden, and ended up with the same results.
Worse.
In the playoffs, in the second half of the playoffs, Ben Simmons had 0 points and James Harden had 0 points. James Harden had 0 points.
Wow.
All right, but Ben Simmons was still playing defense.
Ben Simmons didn't play at all because his back hurt.
Well, I'm talking about last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'll tell you that. His reputation and his going down his history is going, especially if he not a intricate part of a championship team, he will go down as one of the choke artists in playoff history.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Speaking of sports, all right, off the wall, out of left field question, Richard type question.
Let me get ready for it.
If basketball and football were eliminated off this planet, right? What sports would you watch?
Fishing.
If basketball and football were eliminated,
they're eliminated. Like, the world declared illegal. I don't even know, for whatever reason, just wiped off there. This hypothetically, I can't come up with a good scenario, but just gone. Or it like they just had a big strike, NFL, NBA, they go on strike. They ain't playing, they ain't doing nothing, and it's so huge, you don't know how long this gonna last, maybe years. What would you choose another sport, or would you give up on sports altogether, or would you watch something?
Choose another sport.
So what would that be? What would you watch? What would be your first pick?
Well, I watch other sports, and I watch bowling. I watch baseball.
Okay.
I watch gymnastics. I watch swimming. I watch hockey. I watch tennis.
Okay.
I don't watch none of that stuff he said.
I watch track and field.
Okay. I mean, but you I know you're into, like, you can name names, coaches. So are you that vested into some of these,
I'm a sports fan.
Okay.
Period.
The big players in
I just love sports.
Gotcha. He said, okay. So Ephraim said soccer, wrestling, and golf. Now wrestling,
I don't get into
wrestling. Are we talking about WWE wrestling or like real wrestling, with the headgear and
Well, I mean, WWE, you have to be athletic, you got to be in shape.
No,
but that's entertainment.
I mean, it's no doubt. I'm not, listen, like, we know who actually been in, and I know he's he's been hurt because of it. So it's real. It's planned, but it's real. So I mean, I'm not negating from it. So it's real. It's like you said, sports. It's real entertainment. Sports entertainment. So yeah, Ephraim, would it be like that kind of wrestling? Would it be WWE wrestling, or would it be like what's the other one? The jiu-jitsu fighting wrestling.
Yeah, I would go MMA or
MMA.
Boxing.
There you go. I couldn't.
MMA or boxing, yeah. I watch them now. So
boxing, yeah. I don't watch MMA. It's just too violent for me.
It's too violent.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, I watch both.
I got you. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, MMA, those cats get blasted. I mean,
they do. Yeah. It's nonstop. Yeah.
It's rough. I'll be feeling bad for those guys.
Okay. Real college and Olympic wrestling. Okay. All right.
Oh,
I got you.
Yeah. I don't even like that kind of wrestling.
Traditional wrestling,
yeah. Now I mean, I have two cousins that were junior Olympic wrestlers. They was bad, some bad boys that were they're twins out of Chicago. And I watched wrestling because of them, that type of wrestling.
Gotcha.
But I could never really get into that type of point system. It's like it was too much for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I never really wanted to learn the game or learn the rules. So
yeah, because it's like you go wrestling and you've been watching the WWE, and then you go watch real wrestling and they don't match.
Right. That's true too.
Yeah.
This is not,
WWE makes real wrestling look real boring.
Right. Right. So, but you know what's so funny? Like, I don't know if you guys ever got to see like WWE live, and if you have you noticed it's not as entertaining as it is on TV? It's not, because you don't hear
to my live.
Yeah, it's not as entertaining. Like, it's not, because when you're watching on TV, there's more sound effects. The music is like it's like it's such a different atmosphere.
Yeah, I've been to one.
Threw me off. You said you've been to one? Okay.
Well, I was like 11, 12. This was a long time ago. Okay. I went with my grandmother. My grandmother used to be into that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This was back WWF, or it might have been before WWF, back when Junkyard Dog and Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Jimmy Superfly Snooker and
right,
I'm talking about way back. Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
So
British
we talking about the 80s. Yeah. You remember the Von Erichs?
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Express. Yeah. we talking about way back. So, but I went with my grandmother, man, and I tell you, them old ladies in that it was panting and having some heart attacks. Well, I'm talking about, they love seeing them cats up in there. I said, Mama, you married.
Wow.
There's something else, man. But that was last
time. Macho Man Randy Savage.
You notice that lately? Well, I don't watch it lately, so let me stop lying, or let me stop before I start lying. Back in the day, they used to have a lot of blood every week.
Right.
You don't see no blood now when you're on TV, huh? Or at least I don't watch it, but I don't hear about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But back then, remember Ric Flair?
Yep.
Ric Flair would always get bloody.
Right. You know what? right.
That blonde hair would always have blood coming out of it every week. You don't see that no more.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, that's the difference. Back then, even though it was fake, they was still doing some damage.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
They was doing that for real.
Yeah. So I was.
I was gonna say, a lot of defensive coordinators in high school will make their football players wrestle, make them join the wrestling team, especially linemen.
Wow. Okay. I guess a good thing for him.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Wow.
Really?
Okay. I'm sorry. So I was just digging into that Grambling 19 players. It happened like in April. Then some are still waiting. They haven't been let back on the team. I don't see what I'm not seeing is who she put on the team. So, some of them, unusual decision, cancel scholarships for the entire women's volleyball team. They said it was unfair. Let's see, and both Lucas and Universe have declined to comment on several accusations of intimidation, retaliation, and unfairness made by the players and their parents. Interesting. Have not acknowledged any wrongdoing or hardship it has created. Wow. It's interesting. Let's see. Yeah. There's no up to date. Of course, there's a petition. 2,700 people. It's trying to get to it's got to get to 5,000 to appeal the scholarship opportunities if the scholarship is not renewed. Interesting. So yeah, this is still playing out even now. Interesting. Yeah, and some of these were great players. They got awards and everything. So yeah.
Makes
so
you wonder.
I'm not sure why. Yeah. Like, so it's still
somebody trying to be famous for doing something for shocking the system.
I guess being a Coach Carter. So yeah.
Well, she definitely got some coverage, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And we'll get coverage for a long time. Because they're gonna be looking at the program to see how they fare going forward.
Yeah.
And when she do get fired, they're gonna follow her where she go.
Right.
Where is she at now?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be known as that coach.
Yeah. Where is she going now? Where's she getting
that coach for South Carolina women's basketball is getting too much marketing money, too much attention. So I need to get
so? Oh yeah. She getting paid. I know that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
she getting paid.
Okay, so North Carolina women's basketball coach Tricia Stafford, revoked the scholarships of 10 players. Wow, the conclusion of her first season as coach, including 3 she had recruited. Wow. Okay.
Ephraim asked a question.
Okay, let's go. All right, Ephraim says, how do you feel about coaches and players being asked to be fired or traded in public? I wouldn't like if someone asked me that of me publicly, but did they sign up for this? Fair or unfair? How do you feel about coaches and players being asked to be fired or traded in public?
It's like a husband or a wife going on national TV asking can they trade their spouse in. I don't know if I can handle my wife going public saying I want a new husband. I want to trade my husband in and give me a different husband.
Right.
Can you, Brian? Can you please trade me? I don't know if I could handle that publicly. I want to be a free agent.
Right.
I don't know.
These coaches and players have real jobs and real bills and real families. Are we crossing the line to ask their job are too weak in their livelihoods or 2 weeks?
But is it any different than a company layoff? Companies can lay you off.
I think it's different. It's different because we don't know you got laid off, Pastor. When you work, I said we don't know you got laid off. I think it's different when I think he's saying like just me, Pastor. We come on, and I just wanted to let you know, appreciate what you've done, but we're gonna have to let you go. In front of the world kind of thing, or even just I know everyone knows as a coach, or if we don't see you on here. Pastor's no longer the church of Solomon's Temple. Like the world knows that you just got canned.
Yeah,
like,
but if the world is watching every move
Right.
of that organization,
right.
then
And that's what I'm about to go there
that comes
too.
with
I
the
was about to say that
territory.
too.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I was
got
gonna go.
media people that are speaking about every transaction, every event that
Right.
happens within your organization, because
That's
it's
got to be
public.
like
So people are going to want to know. So if a shift is happening, you got to remember boosters, the amount of money, a lot of that stuff is based on who's coaching the team.
Yeah.
So you have to put the word out and let people know the direction of the organization, because money follows every decision.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when you sign up for something like that, that is very public, you are signing up for the fact that your employment will be celebrated when it happens, and your firing will be as public as your hiring.
Right.
When you get hired, you do a local press conference. Right. So everybody see you coming in, everybody going to see you going out.
That's true.
Comes with the territory.
I think that's the difference. Yeah, like you kind of you signed up, and I would assume in my mind, when you take on certain jobs or certain spaces, like, all right, Pastor, I know you used to coaching here, and no one really knows what you're doing, but you're in a space where you're gonna get congratulated in public, and you're gonna get slammed in public. Like they're going, and I'm sure players, like especially young kids going to the NFL, like. Well, heck, in college they talk about you, but you go into the NFL, like, listen, everything you do is a potential to show up on the news. Don't give them don't give them ammunition, but know that your performance is going to be up there too. So you got to toughen up your skin, because they're going to slam you because you're costing a lot of money. Because that's the deal. Like I think it just comes with the territory. Because sometimes I watch and I'm just like, gosh, how would I feel as a player? Like, something like A.D. Walker is the worst player I have ever seen.
Hey,
on
right
the
now,
NBA court.
Right now, that the stats for James Harden are all over social media.
Right.
Yep, and the fact that he begged to get out of everywhere he been. Oklahoma City, I got to go. Houston, Texas, I got to go. Brooklyn, New York, I got to go. Now he in Philadelphia. They gonna probably push him out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see the. Well, I think he got 2 more years on his contract, because he had just signed with Brooklyn. So,
well, that's the thing. They getting paid all this money to play, and I listen. I go back to what the Bible says: for to whom much is given, much is required.
Yeah.
It all comes with it.
Yeah, I can see James Harden getting traded again though. But who gonna take him? If we need you to perform in the playoffs, and you ain't performing in the playoffs, and we paying you superstar money.
We got Russell Westbrook. What was his season like for us, for the Lakers?
Oh,
where's his stock right now? And he making $40 million a year.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for that. I mean, yeah,
that's painful.
Yeah. He make more than LeBron.
Painful. I can't even look. My Cowboys bring me pain. My Lakers bring me pain. I can't find no good help.
Hey, therapy is always helpful.
So you said a new husband bringing his talent to your house? No, sir. It's a new husband. So, and it's true. You're right. But Ephraim says go ahead. The first 35 minutes of
that right there.
Should Doc Rivers
Doc Rivers is on record as one of as a top 10 coach in the NBA for I don't know how many years, right? Doc Rivers has made so much money. Like you said, it's a real person's job. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Even I was mad at Doc Rivers before he left the Clippers. Wow. You should have done more with the talent you had in Los Angeles. Period. Wow. You couldn't get over the hump in Los Angeles, and you don't seem to be getting over the hump in Philadelphia. You got over the hump in Boston because you had Kevin Garnett in his prime, Ray Allen in his prime, the Answer in his prime. You had those guys in their prime. They were, and KG was holding everybody accountable.
Yeah.
You know, so to me, that team, Danny Ainge could have been sitting on the sidelines with that team, and they would have won a championship because Kevin Garnett was not going to be denied at all, period. And I don't know how much of that was Doc Rivers. I think more of that was Danny Ainge moving people around, you know, because clearly when he got to the Clippers and had Chris Paul and those guys, they had a rambunctious group of individuals that should have owned the league, and it didn't make any sense that they couldn't get over the hump. And then Kawhi Leonard came. It makes no sense they couldn't get over the hump. The Clippers should have a ring by now. So
all right,
I ain't mad about Doc Rivers getting moved because he'll coach again. So he's too good of a coach.
I just think he's been at the wrong place at the wrong time.
No, I just don't think he can. I don't think he can coach a championship team because I'm the fact that the Sixers haven't done it and he didn't do it with the Clippers. That speaks volumes to me. And
look at the competition that they're going against, though.
Look at the competition the Celtics were going against. The difference is the Celtics had 3 Hall of Famers on that team.
But that made them the better competition. Though. I mean, they made them the powerhouse of that era, of that year.
But what I'm saying is you can't coach a Hall of Famer. They bad all by themselves. Like Kevin Garnett's hunger didn't come from coaching; it came from his heart.
Yeah, but I mean, but let's just say this: Doc Rivers is a great coach. I've always thought that. But look at Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was in a great position.
Listen.
I think Phil Jackson had Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. He had Kobe Bryant. He had Paul Gasol. He had some top 5 all-time players.
I do not agree. I do not agree.
You don't agree that Phil Jackson had some top 5 players of all time in the NBA history?
No, I agree with that, but I'm saying, the Bulls won because of they had Jordan, who had a killer instinct, but their triangle offense was real.
Because of Jordan?
No, because of coaching.
Okay, well, if you take Jordan out and you keep the triangle,
and Scottie Pippen and the Bulls went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and the only difference was they did not have a closer.
Jordan.
Right, I got you. But they still went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm saying, but that was saying he didn't win the chip without the superstars.
No, you can't win without the superstars. I got you. I agree with you.
That's my point, is that in LA with the Clippers, he didn't have enough superstars to get him over the hump.
And what I'm saying to you
Philadelphia,
all right,
I'm saying give it the same.
We're gonna close out.
I believe
we appreciate you guys for being here.
Hey, then you're gonna have to give us a day of sports now. You can't just cut us off in the middle of it. We was entertaining ourselves, and you gonna cut us off.
We can talk after the show. All right, guys, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. I would listen. My comments, if they were like popping, then I would sit back and just let y'all chat. But it looks like folk is dropping a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and close out, and we'll argue this after. And we look forward to seeing you guys on Monday. Thank you guys for being here all week. And thank you for always supporting. All right. As always, know that we love you. God loves you more. Continue to stay safe, do the right thing, and all that, and then some. And we'll see you on Monday. As always, we love you. Know that God loves you more. Stay safe. Thank you guys for rocking. Being with